In previous interviews I've seen with you, you said that there are really no good guys and no bad guys in this show. Tell us some of the characters that you really find yourself yo-yoing between the most, like someone you just hate one day, but then you kind of like him the next, like just really.
Okay, well, Obergruppenführer Smith, to be one. I mean, yes, he's a Nazi who kills and tortures people, but at the same time, he's a family man who struggles with that and, you know, kind of the turmoil that's happening with his son. And you kind of see him as a real man, you know, you see him as a human being. Same thing with Joe, he's a human being as well, you know, but he has to do terrible things, and he's not a good guy or a bad guy, they're just kind of set with circumstances in their life. I ask myself this question all the time, what would I do in those situations, you know? I mean, what would you do? It's really hard to kind of define someone just because of the party that they're a part of, you know what I mean? It's a whole world, so it's different. It's a different way of taking out that outlook on that kind of life. Who else? You know, you're gonna find out. Even, you know, I think all of these characters, to be honest, I think Frank, I think Tagomi, I think they're all conflicted. They all have to do terrible things, but at the same time, they all believe in humanity and integrity. The thing is this is an anti-fascist novel. Right? We are not glorifying fascism. We don't want to glorify greed. We're trying to bring back peace and love, and that's what everybody's fighting for. And that's why these films are so important, because they represent hope and they represent something more. And yeah, it's beautiful, and the message is beautiful if people see it that way, which I hope they do.
Definitely, I would resonate with that. So, in what ways have you pulled from what's going on currently in the world politically for your role and for this character?
What have I pulled from? I think honestly, well, I think this show has been a wake-up call for me. I don't know if I pulled anything from this world. I think I've learned a lot from the world that we've created, so that I have a more vigilant eye on the world that I'm living in today, so that I can look at the world and say, listen, you know, well, this isn't right, and this is something that our world could become, and very much so could have become, you know. But you can take that down to a smaller level too, and it doesn't have to be a grand scheme of things. It's, you know, you can do that in your personal life, right? What am I doing wrong? What am I not doing right? You know, what am I fighting for? What am I laying down? What am I, you know, all these things. So it's been a lesson. It's been an eye-opener. And really just saying, you know, wake the fuck up, you know, wake the fuck up. Yeah.
All right, so have you been to Comic-Con before?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, last year?
Yeah.
Have you seen anything crazy this year so far?
No, because I've been in a black van all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about from last year? Anything pretty crazy?
Well, I've come years before. I see what's that big Transformer dude? You know, like he's like walking around.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, that thing is amazing. He like talks, and that was cool. I've seen some really weird costumes. I've seen some really, you know, eccentric people doing some cool stuff.
Fun weekend.
Yeah, it's cool.
Cool. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
it was
thank
great
you.
to meet you.